Kat Turner's with us here at the Sea Terminal, Friends of the Earth, and it's all about climate change here today. A march that's linking up with other places around the world, yeah?
It is. In fact, some of the global marches started yesterday. So in Scotland, for example, they marched yesterday. In other places around the world, they're marching today. And it's a chance for people to take to the streets from masses of organisations, not just environmental, but also community, faith groups. The support behind this has been incredible. And it's about people taking to the streets to tell governments and the UN why it's important that we stop faffing around and start taking action on climate change. There is no more room for faffing around and prevarication and arguing that we need to sort the economy out before we sort the environment out. If we have no environment, we have no economy. If we have no environment, if the environment is degrading and we suffer the effects of damaging climate change, then the effects on economies will be disastrous. And more importantly, the effects on the people that governments are meant to serve will be disastrous.
Talk about governments. Isle of Man government, can they do something? Are they doing something?
They have this year, really importantly, signed up to what we call the 80-50 targets, and that means a commitment to cutting carbon emissions by 80% of 1990s levels by the year 2050. Now, cutting by 80% is huge. It's cutting to 4/5 of what we were emitting back then. And that means big changes to the way we do almost everything, how we make our food, how we transport ourselves, how we generate our energy, how we build our buildings. And so the next stage is for them to put into action practical plans to achieve that with benchmarks along the way so we can see how we're progressing, so that our government is accountable, not just at the end of 2050, but on the way. We can see that we're making real progress. Otherwise, we're not only going to be failing in our duty to our friends around the globe, we're also going to be failing in our duty to our citizens here and their children.
Okay, well, you're happy with this turnout?
Isn't it great to see? Yeah.
It's dressing up as well going on, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. It seems to be dogs and polar bears and all sorts of things marching for climate change. It's really good.